President Biden has threatened to impose a windfall tax on big oil. Companies like Exxon are up over 70% this year. So I'm wondering if Biden's accusation that big oil was able to reap profits while Americans felt the pain at the pump was justified.
So it's kind of interesting, right? I did some looking at this yesterday, and I think if I remember the numbers correctly, according to AAA, gas prices now are only up about 10% or so year over year. But, the snarky comment, Catherine, would be, hey, isn't there a midterm election coming up soon? And, I think the outcome of that is really going to determine whether or not there's any bite to what Biden is trying to do or not. If the Republicans win, I think he's going to have a tough time passing that through, even though it would be a popular move to do something to help alleviate, that increase that we do have in gas prices.
So while we do know that the data is showing that Republicans are more than likely to take back the power in the midterms, let's play devil's advocate for a second. If Biden does implement a windfall tax on these companies, should investors approach oil more cautiously?
So, to me, I'm always going to default to what the fundamentals are, right? Because, if the shortage happens, remember that in early December, the Eurozone is going to, push aside what it's been getting in part from Russia finally. It means that, the supply situation is going to continue to tighten further. There's also forecasts for, extremely cold winters. That's going to, drive the demand side of the equation. That imbalance could lead energy prices even higher. So it just means that, they might be taxed, but it's going to be taxed on a higher number. So I think, the reality is that we would need to see what this windfall tax would be, and then we can make a better assessment of it. That's assuming, though, that it comes to pass.